Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In this video, we're going to be discussing the top 10 most powerful wands in the Harry Potter series. A wand is the object through which a witch or wizard channels his or her magic. It is made from wood and has a magical substance at its core. Wands made by Ollivander have cores of phoenix feather, unicorn hair, or dragon heartstring, and are of varying woods, lengths, and flexibilities. Essentially, no witch or wizard, no matter how powerful, is complete without their wand. After a wand has been chosen for them, it becomes a vital part of their existence. The wand and caster establish an almost symbiotic relationship. Though ultimately the power of a respective witch or wizard does come down to, well, the inherent power of that witch or wizard, a wand can still have an impact. There have been instances where there are incredibly powerful wizards with painfully average wands, and also instances where incredibly weak wizards have incredibly powerful wands. A powerful wand in the hands of an untalented witch or wizard is not any more powerful than a regular wand, but in the right hands, in the hands of someone who can tap into the true potential of the wand, it can be exceedingly powerful. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the 10 most powerful wands, at least as far as what we can derive from the Harry Potter books and films. This list in no way ranks the power of their respective witch or wizard, just their wand. So without further ado, let's get things started. Number 10, Lucius Malfoy's wand. Lucius Malfoy was a pure-blood wizard that came from the famous Malfoy family. He was the father of Draco Malfoy and son of Abraxas Malfoy. While attending Hogwarts, he was said to have been exceptionally gifted at potions, earning the attention of Horace Slughorn. Though Lucius was a loyal Death Eater for many years, him and his family eventually defected. We don't often see Lucius exhibit any of his magical prowess on screen, but we know from his history at Hogwarts that he was a gifted wizard. Additionally, he was trusted by the Dark Lord for many years. Whether that was just Voldemort preying on his weakness is up for us to decide, but I still think that he was likely decently powerful. The wand of Lucius is brought to our immediate attention when Voldemort requests it from him. I understand better now. I shall need, for instance, to borrow a wand from one of you before I go to kill Potter. No volunteers? Let's see. Lucius, I see no reason for you to have a wand anymore. My lord? Your wand, Lucius. I require your wand. What this perhaps tells us is that out of a room full of powerful Death Eaters, the wand of Lucius may have been most fitting for Voldemort. Voldemort must have had some inclination that Lucius' wand was the best option to take out Harry. He was punishing Lucius, but the wand was likely still quite powerful. The wand itself is 18 inches long, made of elm, with a dragon heartstring core. 18 inches is particularly long for a wand, much longer than the top end of normal, and this is because it also has a silver snakehead handle. Number 9. Minerva McGonagall's wand. Minerva McGonagall is a Scottish half-blood witch that attended the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and later worked there. While she attended Hogwarts, she was the most talented student of her entire year. She achieved top grades in her newts and owls, and showed powerful magical ability from a very young age. She is also extremely talented in transfiguration. While she is massively talented as a witch, some of her magical capabilities can be attributed to her wand. Her wand is a great match for her magical talent, and doesn't stunt the channeling of any of her magical capabilities. The wand itself is quite short, 9.5 inches and made of fir wood, with a dragon heartstring core. Her wand was really well suited for transfiguration, which was a perfect fit for the transfiguration professor. It has been expressed that the wand is very much like its owner, elegant, refined, and very powerful. Number 8. Flitwick's wand. Professor Filius Flitwick was the resident charms master at Hogwarts and head of Ravenclaw House. He was a half-goblin wizard and a former dueling champion. He was quite a powerful wizard, and his charm skills far exceeded the average charms practitioner. Though the length, wood, and core of Flitwick's wand are never released to us, we know that with it he was able to produce some exceptional magic in the realm of charms. This tells me that similar to McGonagall's wand, which enhances her transfiguration capabilities, Flitwick's wand likely enhances Flitwick's charms abilities. What we do know about his wand is that it had an angular cross-shaped handle and was made of a light wood with a deep brown tint toward the end. Number 7. Severus Snape's wand. Snape is arguably one of the most powerful wizards to have ever lived, and I think that if he were to have lived a longer life, he died quite young, he would have truly been pushing the limits of the magical capabilities of witches and wizards. In his youth, Snape was a very promising young wizard, and while learning his primary course material at Hogwarts, would scribble in his notebook and invent curses, charms, and potions. Snape even produces his own version of the potions class textbook under the alias The Half-Blood Prince, which in addition to the regular textbook content contains shortcuts to creating potions, as well as spells that Snape himself had created. The wand length, material, and core are never released to us, but what we do know is that Snape didn't take out his wand very often, and generally only used wandless magic. Snape was immensely powerful, and so it was not essential that he always bring out his wand. As we know, wands are used to channel magic, but a powerful wizard with enough focus is able to produce magic without the wand. The fact that Snape's wand never stunted his magical capabilities, despite him being an immensely powerful wizard, tells me that the wand was likely quite powerful as well. Snape also had a pretty impressive dueling resume. Number 6. Bellatrix Lestrange's wand. Wielded by the infamous Death Eater herself, the first wand of Bellatrix Lestrange was constructed by Ollivander of Ollivanders in Diagon Alley. It was 12 3/4 inches long, made of walnut, with a dragon heartstring core. Described by Ollivander as unyielding, it was the cause of much pain and suffering to many. The list of people who suffered at the hands of this wand includes Sirius Black, Nymphadora Tonks, Dobby, Neville Longbottom's parents, and many more. The wand's specialty was causing pain, which paired well with Bellatrix's affinity for the Cruciatus curse. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Hermione finds herself in possession of this wand shortly before impersonating Bellatrix. However, she found the wand to be extremely sinister and entirely distasteful to wield. This is the wand that tortured Neville's mum and dad, and who knows how many other people. This is the one that killed Sirius. I miss my wand. Number 5. Gellert Grindelwald's original wand. Grindelwald is the dark wizard of his time, preceding Voldemort as the quintessential dark presence in the world. He's widely considered by many to be the second most powerful dark wizard of all time, second to only Voldemort. Grindelwald was born in the year 1883, and in his younger years he was a student at Durmstrang Institute. While attending the school, Grindelwald demonstrated exceptional magical ability. However, his sadistic nature also shone through, and he was expelled for experimenting with twisted and dark magic. While Grindelwald later became owner of the Elder Wand, the most powerful wand in existence and one of the Deathly Hallows, we can derive from his earlier magical successes that his original wand was quite powerful as well. When he first met Albus Dumbledore, he still had his original wand, but regardless of that, the two were still able to produce immensely powerful magic, constantly challenging each other's magical capabilities. It's unknown what Grindelwald's original wand was made of, but we know that it was with this wand that Grindelwald cast the Cruciatus curse on Aberforth, Dumbledore's brother. And there was an argument, and I pulled out my wand, and he pulled out his. Number 4. Harry Potter's wand. I remember every wand I've ever sold, Mr. Potter, every single wand, and it just so happens that the phoenix, whose tail feather resides in your wand, gave another feather, just one other. It is curious that you should be destined for this wand when its brother gave you that scar. Harry Potter's wand is massively important in this series. It is 11 inches long, made of holly, and is one of 2 wands that contain a phoenix feather core from the same phoenix. The only other wand in existence that contained this core was the brother to Harry's wand, and it belonged to, you should know this, Voldemort. The power of Harry's wand is exhibited in numerous instances, most notably when Harry was able to produce an Imperius curse, a Patronus, and a shield charm, all while still being a very young wizard. In the words of Hermione, you can produce a Patronus. You can do all sorts of stuff that full-grown wizards can't. Number 3. Voldemort's wand. You just saw Harry's wand, so you're probably not surprised that the brother to Harry's wand, possessed by Lord Voldemort, comes in at number 3 on this list. Voldemort's wand was 13.5 inches long and was made of yew, with a phoenix feather core. Voldemort's wand is arguably one of the most infamous and destructive wands in the entire Harry Potter universe, and was responsible for the famous scar on Harry's forehead. Voldemort's wand's specialty was perfectly paired with Voldemort's signature spell, Avada Kedavra. Its capabilities did not stop at Avada Kedavra, however, and has been showcased as being able to achieve a variety of feats, including conjuring a fire serpent and producing Horcruxes. The list of people who fell victim to this dark wand is enormous, but most notably, it was responsible for the deaths of Lily and James Potter. Number 2. Dumbledore's original wand. Obviously, Dumbledore becomes the owner of the Elder Wand after defeating Grindelwald, but the Dumbledore that we know and love didn't always possess it. There was a time when, just like every other witch and wizard, Dumbledore went out and bought his very own first wand. Dumbledore would have purchased this wand in 1892 at Ollivander's, right after he turned 11. Given Dumbledore's age, it's likely that he purchased the wand from Gerbold Ollivander, the grandfather of Garrick Ollivander. So, Dumbledore's original wand was just from a wand shop? There was no fabled story surrounding it, like the Elder Wand and its association with the Deathly Hallows? That's right, it was just a regular wand, but it was still powerful, and its owner was even more powerful. J.K. Rowling never actually released what Dumbledore's original wand was made of, but if you're curious, I made a separate video where I presented some theories on this. Why is this wand so powerful, you might ask? Well, it was with this wand that Dumbledore was able to defeat an Elder Wand wielding Grindelwald. That alone should be enough of an indicator that this wand was very powerful. Number 1. The Elder Wand. Now, you've probably guessed this one already. Coming in at number 1 on this list is the Elder Wand. It is undeniably the most powerful wand in the Harry Potter universe. Wielded by Dumbledore from 1945 onwards, it is a source of great power. Perhaps the only reason that Grindelwald was defeated by Dumbledore while wielding this wand is because Dumbledore is such an immensely powerful wizard. The Elder Wand was the first Hallow created, made by Death himself, and it was said to be the most powerful wand that ever existed. The Elder Wand is made of elder wood, and its core is the tail hair of a thestral. It's 15 inches long and has carvings down its length that resemble clusters of elderberries. With the Elder Wand, witches and wizards are able to effortlessly produce intensely powerful magic that others could only dream of. Possession of the wand also meant that you could produce magic which was not otherwise possible. This includes mending other wands that could not normally be repaired through magic. It's insanely powerful, particularly in the hands of an equally powerful witch or wizard, and it is undoubtedly the most powerful wand to have ever been in existence. And that's it for this video. What do you think? What are your top 10 most powerful wands? Let me know down in the comment section below. Until next time, you're a wizard, Harry!